Morning, everybody. Jeff from Rustbucket Valley Garage. We're in a workshop today. It's a real stormy day outside, so we decided to find something to do inside. So we have this knife project that we've been working on for a little while. This is Damascus steel, and it's actually manufactured by heating it up and folding it over and pounding on it, and then they make layers and layers and layers of it, and it gives a real nice pattern. But generally, the knife blanks are too short to allow you to put a handle on. So what we've done is we've arc welded a piece of all thread on here. So this is 5/16 18, and we're going to be capping that off with an acorn nut. Once we take and put the handle on, it'll go on like that. So the handle, I'd like to talk to you just a little bit about that. This right here is an unusual kind of wood that I have not seen before. It has an unusual smell to it, and I checked with the person that asked me to make this knife, and they said that this is snake wood. Okay, it's supposed to be the most expensive wood in the world because it's a very small plant, and the wood is there's a lot of waste when they mill it. Okay, so you don't get very much out of it. Um, so this piece right here is only about 5 3/8 inches long and about 2 inches wide. So to get these angles on here, I cannot take and run this through the table saw. Okay, since the wood is so hard, you need carbide tooling to take and do any cutting or milling on this. So what I actually did is I took the calipers like this and I marked like this because these ends are sharp. And then I went ahead and I put a piece of tape on here and a piece of tape on the edge. And I held this in the vise like that. And then I used an angle grinder to take and get the rough edge on here. And then in the back shop, I have a surface plate that has a big piece of sandpaper on it. And I took the the thing and turned it over and lapped it like this to take and get all the marks off. So that's how I manufactured these. Um, One other thing that I wanted to take and talk to you about is um, generally in front of the handle and in back of the handle, there's some kind of metal piece, and we're going to be using a piece of brass that we had in the shop. We've already milled it to size, so it is, when we take and put this together, hopefully we get a nice tight seam on here. It is this wide right here and this wide right here, okay? So we've already milled these to size, and we'd like these things, this plate that we cut this out of is 1/4 inch, and 1/4 inch of brass is going to be too heavy, and it's also too thick. What we want to do is we want to take this down to about 100 thousandths, okay, and we're going to be doing that on the milling machine, okay. We have a setup here where when you have a piece in the milling machine, you use a handle, take and open the drawer up, and you take and set this down in there, and then this will take and go on top of it. And unfortunately, we want this 100 thousandths thick, okay, and this will sit way down inside, and we won't be able to get a clean cut on it. So what we have to do is we have to take and make a custom spacer. So we found a piece of strap that was over in the shed, and we're milling this to size. what we did is we went ahead and we put a line on there, and then you'll notice here it does not go all the way to the bottom, okay? But what we did do is, if I clean this off, if we take this, you'll notice that the edge, the line that we put on there, is right even with the edge of this parallel that we have in there. So we can hold this up and we'll still have a straight edge. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to mill this down to this line, and then that will be this height right here. And then what we're going to do is we are going to go down about 85 or 90 thousandths, okay? And then this parallel that we are manufacturing is going to sit down inside here, and then this material will sit down in here like this, and then it'll go ahead and expose all the material that's to be removed, and then we're taking just machine that off, and that should be pretty easy. Anyway, when you have to take and make special tooling, that's one way that you can take and make one of these parallels that sits below the surface here, and you can't machine it, but you can put a straight line on it, and you can set it up with another parallel, and you can take and get what you want out of this. Okay, so I hope you like this little machining tip on how we do things here in the shop. And all this wood dust and everything is here because since this wood right here is so expensive, we did some samples, and we were trying different machining methods to take and get that angle on there that we want. And you know, it wasn't really working, so we found out that the angle grinder and the tape works absolutely fine. Okay, hope you like making little craft projects like this. Since it's so stormy outside and everything, we still like to be doing something, so might as well do something creative. I completely encourage you to try all these little projects and everything, and see what you can come up with. Let your creative juices flow. Okay, I hope you stay dry. I hope you stay warm. I hope you have a wonderful day on this Friday before the weekend. God bless you, and have a nice day. We'll see you next time.